Alright, Nukenites, time for the final game of the night. This is going to be in the Group of Awesome, Group D. Oh, this is probably the least awesome matchup in the Group of Awesome. Type B versus Kwanro, a ZVZ on Heartbreak Ridge. Type B, his ZVZ is not incredible. By the way, you can tell Kwanro's really pumped, doing a huge yawn. Pikachu versus Cell. Doesn't get much better than that. But yeah, Type B got knocked out in the semifinals of the last OSL by Yellow. It was completely 3-0, and he did not put up that much of a fight. He's gotten some good wins, some good ZVZ wins in the Pro League, mostly against players like Savior. But yeah, I don't think his ZVZ is up to the same level as Kwanro's. Kwanro, his aggressiveness really helps him out in this matchup. And although he did not beat Calm in the MSL Finals, I think he came about as close as anyone else could. 3, 2, 1, 0. Heartbreak Ridge, like I said. And I will give you the score sheet in a second after I get the colors out of the way. Looks like Type B is blue, so that means Kwanro is teal. Almost said effort. Oh, it looks like they switched the colors on me. So over at the 9 o'clock in yellow now is Type B. So down at the 4 o'clock in red is Kwanro, a.k.a. Pikachu. Okay. This is actually the second Height Sparky Zerg versus Wunjin Stars Zerg match of the night. So we'll see if this one goes a little bit better for a certain team. Okay, let me give you the score sheet on the high stakes of this matchup. This is another high stakes matchup. If Type B wins, Kwanro is eliminated. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, Kwanro will be knocked out, and it'll be between Type B, Stork, and Flash to fight amongst themselves to see which two will move out. But if Kwanro wins, he'll have two chances at a tiebreaker. An upper rung tiebreaker with Stork and Flash, or a lower rung tiebreaker with Flash and Type B, depending on who wins their matchups. We only have 2 more days in this round of 16, so things are really coming down to the line. But Kwanro will be in a much better position if he wins this one and wins against Stork as well. Because Stork, if he loses that matchup, I think that is the next matchup, Stork versus Kwanro. If he loses that, he'll still have 2 wins, 1 loss, so he'll still be in a great position, even if Flash does defeat Type B. That would be a great tiebreaker. Kwanro, Stork, and Flash? Oh, man. Just thinking about that tiebreaker makes me happy. Might even be better than the Yellow July Stork tiebreaker that went to 6 games in the Batu OSL. Looks like we're seeing a pretty mirrored build from these guys. I think it was a 12 pool for both, since I see 10. There's a 10 count on the supply, so that means the 11th and 12th drones went to the extractor and the spawning pools. I like a good mirrored build game that really shows you who has the talent in the ZVZ. But it looks like Type B is going out, and he's going to throw down an expansion. This is a little bit different to what Kwanro is doing. Kwanro isn't expanding as early. Well, never mind. Yes, he is. It was hard to see on the map the red that was moving up. But yes, they're doing exactly the same build. So this should be a very exciting game. Okay, Zerglings coming up for both. Looks like Kwanro is a little bit behind, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. He probably went for his extractor first before spawning pool, which would account for his slight slowness. And he spots the hatchery, and he's going to move into Type B's main with that Overlord. Looks like Zergling's coming out for Type B, and he's not running them into the middle just yet. Looks like he might be hiding these Zerglings. This is kind of a strain from Type B. Yes, he's kind of wedged himself up against the wall as to not get scouted, I guess. I don't see how this would make a huge advantage for him unless he was going for a Zergling all-in or some kind of really weird strategy. He's going out with a couple of Zerglings, and it looks like Kwanro is falling back. But Type B is coming out right now with his Zerglings, so yeah, Type B could be putting on a ton of pressure with these early Zerglings. He's not completely running out, though. He's just trying to bypass the Overlord for whatever reason, run up with his Zerglings. If we see speed kick in soon, yeah, it's definitely going to be a Zergling all-in. But yeah, I think Kwanro scouted this. I think Kwanro scouted these Zerglings running by, so at least he'll be prepared for that. Looks like Type B, yeah, Type B's running out with even more Zergling. Speed has kicked in, so yeah, this is an all Zergling attack from Type B. He's got to get it done with these. Kwanro noticed this with the Overlord, so he put down his Sunken, but Type B might be able to do this if he can maneuver around and take out that Sunken. He's got to take out that Sunken right now. He cannot let that come up. If the Sunken comes up, his entire strategy is going to be foiled by Kwanro. Kwanro running around. Type B might be able to sneak into the main if he can bypass those Zerglings. I think that's what he's trying to do, is trying to come down and sneak into the main. Kwanro's not letting it happen. Kwanro's not letting it happen. He has fewer Zerglings, but he does have his Sunken. He's falling back to the choke, and Type B retreats. That could be it for Type B. He's waiting for a few more reinforcements before he tries something like that again, but the Spire now coming up for Type B. I think he's going to be a little bit behind as far as the Spire goes, but Kwanro, yeah, Kwanro's a little bit ahead with his Spire, and I think he's actually pumping drones, so he's not too scared of another attack like that, but I think he should be. Even more Zerglings coming in for Type B. So if Type B comes in right now, he might be able to get this done. It looks like he's preparing his Zerglings for another attack, but he's still just hovering around. Maybe he scouts the number of Zerglings that are in right now with that Overlord. So, wow, he's not binding gas at all. So, yeah, he's committed himself to a 100% Zergling build. So if Kwanro defends against this, he'll be in an excellent position. Even more Zerglings coming in. Kwanro is getting prepared. Still, this is a lot of Zerglings from Type B, so he might be able to do it. Type B is hovering around, grouping up, getting ready to run in. Waiting for even more reinforcements before he tries this. I'm still not sure if Type B is going to be able to do this. The Sunken is damaged, but it's still in there to get damage done. Here comes Type B with a huge grouping of Zerglings, but I think Kwanro has just about the same number, plus he has his Sunken in here, so Type B fighting for what he's worth, drilling down the Zergling count, but oh, that's it. Type B not able to break through, and his strategy has failed him, so I don't think he's going to be able to do this. Coming in with a few more Zerglings, trying to sneak into the main, I think. But now Mutalists are out. GG from Type B. Another quick game, a failed Zergling all-in attack, and Kwanro did an excellent job defending. That was a clutch Sunken. If the Sunken hadn't been there, I think Type B would have pulled that off easily. Yeah, I guess the theme of the day, don't mess with Woongjin Star Zergs. This has been Nuke, and this has been the second week of the round of 16. The next week is the last week of the round of 16 before we move on to the round of 8. Basically, the week after next will be reserved for tiebreakers if there are any, and then after that will be the round of 8. So get pumped! This has been Nuke. I will see you guys next week.